kids anymore, huh? Don't have kids anymore because she's just so scared of the future of the Philippines. Parang, where are we going? So anyway, what I tell our people, I'm not here to scare you, but that's like what's happening. But that's what I'm telling our people. Okay, so we are not that kind of Filipinos. Okay, here in FastCat, when we operate this, as we operate all over the Philippines, we are the game changers. We are the trendsetters. We set it high. It's hard, but it's okay. We're taking the hard way. It's okay. We trust that God is with us. God is blessing us. We have that strength. We have that capability. So that's what we do. Feedback, yes. Go to our website. We have a lot of positive feedback. Syempre, meron pa rin, you cannot please everybody. You still hear some bad comments. So like if they saw that, the speed before was 16 and then makita nilang nag-15, yan, masabihin na bumagal. They say, oh, very slow pala. So anyway, I use this feedback to learn from and to tell our people that, see, people notice. So we cannot relax. We cannot not deliver what we promised we will deliver. Yeah. So our ferry friends come here and then they come visit where we operate. And I take them, they look at competition, and then one German was just here. Sabi niya sa akin, Marianne, you're not in competition with any of them. You are in a league of your own. Because all our competition are old boats, very old boats. So our fleet age would be from 2013 to now, so 5 years old. 0 to 5 years old, because we received 2 boats this year. So 0 to 5 years old. So we have the most modern fleet now in the Philippines, which espouses the highest standards, uses technology, speed. So yeah, sabi nga nung we're not in competition, we're on a league of our own, but we take pride in saying we have the newest fleet. So we have 12 FastCats and then on to 60 in the next 12 years. So there, nasagot ko na lahat ng tanong doon. Okay.
Thank you, Tito.
No, yeah.
Sobra pa po.
Yeah. I hope you guys help get the message across that we have to really do better as young Filipinos. Please do your best and make a difference.
Thank you, Tita.
Making
a lot of difference here.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't notice it. Like, actually ako before, hindi ko pa nga naririnig yung FastCat. Pero,
yeah. Some people would tell me that, like, why aren't you telling people here in Luzon? Kasi nga naman may barko dito sa Luzon. Diba? So, when we had a congressman, sabi ng mga congressmen, Mary Ann, magkano bang advertising budget mo? Bakit hindi ko alam na may ganito na sa Pilipinas? Kasi malmal ng fuel, parang we don't really have a big allowance on budget because naguhulog pa kami dun sa barko, di ba? So, we don't really have a lot of budget yet. But little by little, so I think it's also in our website, ABS-CBN Foundation, through the Bantay Kalikasan. We're doing a project with them now, wherein we are promoting ecotourism and farming, because if you don't know that the poorest Filipinos are the farmers and the fishermen. How sad. We don't take care of them and we rely on our food security on them. So with Bantay Kalikasan, we're doing this project in a farm that I bought. It's called Victoria Nature Park. So we own the farm, and then they help me organize a people's organization from the local. We educate them, and then government through Agricultural Training Institute trains the farmers, and then they plant on our farm, and then I buy all the I pay for them to plant there so that they have a continuous livelihood, and then on the produce we will sell it in FastCats. My daughter, who's a chef, is putting up a farm-to-table restaurant in the farm, And then we're creating value-added products that we intend to sell in all the FastCats. So like we have the bottled Tio, and then my dream is to have the kale chips or whatever, stevia drink or coffee with stevia or tarragon tea with stevia, that we can produce. And then the commitment of the people who are given jobs, the farmers who are given jobs, is for them to take care of the community. So it's an all organic farm. It's going to have a produce. It's going to be a tourism site. It's going to be a farm school. So EPS-CBN, Bantay Kalikasan is doing that with us. We're doing it with them in the hope that with our collaboration we will get more heightened awareness, and then people will now go see the islands. Kaysa nga kayo mag-Hong Kong o mag-elsewhere. Japan, sana pumunta muna kayo ng Mindoro, pumunta kayo sa mga farm, at matulungan din natin ang mga farmers natin, mga fishermen natin. Yeah. When I went to Dapitan, please go to our website. We have a lot of videos na about the islands. Dapitan, when I went there, oh my God, super enjoy ako. The Jose Rizal Museum is nice. And I was saying, wow, this is nice. How come our students don't come here? In Japan, Yanmar, because all our boats are powered by Yanmar. So Yanmar takes us to Japan, no? And then when they took us to Hiroshima, the nuclear bomb place, before, we were told that all Japanese students are brought to Hiroshima every year. So it became a tourist community, but it also teaches the young Japanese their history and learn from history so that it don't happen again, and then inculcates patriotism. But for us Filipinos, what are we doing? We love Western, we love everything imported. Then what becomes of us? So I dream that one day the FastCats will be built in the Philippines as well. So as you saw in our video, we intend to also put up our shipyard in the Philippines. A shipyard that will service our fleet, but at the same time hopefully build the future FastCats in the Philippines, so that the jobs will be going to the Filipinos. Yeah, I think naman we have the manpower, but it's capital intensive, and wala tayong steel industry, so importin pa rin natin. So pretty much labor lang makukuha mo dito sa Pilipinas, but the rest will still be imported. Yeah, so sana may magtayo sa inyo ng steel industry dito sa Pilipinas. So that we can have more industries happening in the Philippines. But for now, I see the future would be tourism, agriculture. Yeah. So sana we get more attention. So okay, write that paper and win it. Okay, so that we have more attention coming to our country. Okay, if you see the islands, it's beautiful. I tell you, kulang lang talaga ng attention, kulang ng infrastructure.
Kulang lang ng advertising, marketing.
Yeah.
Do you plan on doing ferries here in Manila? Like, if ever they fix the Pasig River? Because I heard they're also planning to make it a ferry.
Actually, my husband was invited to take part. But then, it's kind of disappointing because there's so many people involved. Between the Pasig River channel, you have to deal with MMDA, you have to deal with local governments wherever you stop, and everybody wants a slice of the pie, the regulators, parang kaka-turn off. And then, madumi, so your boat design has to be able to, withstand all the dirt and the leaves, yung water lily, and then you have to deal pa nga with the political situation, and then the infrastructure is just wrong. That's why it's not taking off. Kasi ang liit-liit nung terminal, di ba?
Yeah.
So like imagine if you live, halimbawa, example, if you live in Inner Mandaluyong and then you want to go there, how will you go there? They don't even have a space to drop you off.
Oh,
You know, like
yeah.
MRT, di ba?
Yeah.
So parang it's not really well planned and well thought of. So there's no coherence in the urban plan. So, di ba, ibababa ka ng taxi, may bababaan ba? Meron bang iikutan if your husband will drop you off? Meron ba siyang bababaan? Di ba? Because you can just see our terminals.
Yeah.
It's just a small,
A
tiny
small,
space.
yeah.
Na pwede bang mamatay pag
Yeah.
bumaba ka dyan, di ba? It's not planned na you can see the schedule here so that you can plan your day.
Yeah.
Or some are situated in like so it's not called squatter, di ba? Ang tawag doon, informal settlers. You see informal settlers. So how will you go there? Tapos kung babiyahe ka ng 2 a.m. o midnight, di ba? You fear for your security because there's just not enough lights. There's just not enough security. That's the thing. How will you make that work? So yeah, we were invited. But then, parang, di ba, will I spend my energy and time doing that? Eh, dito na lang kaya ako sa Roro na to, sa FastCat. You know, spend my energy here, then maybe have more impact and do something. Definitely, we're looking at that. We want to help. But then, kung mauubos naman yung energy mo sa kakalaban dyan sa mga corruption and all, because if you look at the boats that they use there, yung past administration na MMDA, if you see the boat design, my God, if you see it talaga, it looks like a tub, and then they put a jeep design, and then they put tires to make it look like a jeepney, because for them it's like fun. It's a jeep, it signifies the Philippines, and it's in the Pasig River. But is that safe? Is that stable? Can it withstand water lilies and daga and pusa na patay na lumulutang dun sa Pasig River? Sometimes they do it because they just use the funds and just to say may nagawa sila. But did they plan about sustainability of the service?
Because they got the 200 million budget from Asian development, so they have to technically do something.
Yeah, but is it sustainable? Are people really using it?
No.
Yeah. So yun. So even if we were invited to do that, parang yun yung iisipin mo. But we have a friend from Interferry who also heads World Ferry Safety Association based in the States. I was asked to speak in one of the conferences 2 years ago. Every year they have this contest for ferry design for maritime students globally. So this year, the one they launched, and awarding will happen next year, they actually used Pasig River Ferry. So a call for the design contest, the design for Pasig River Ferries. Yeah. So let's see what that will come up. But you know, it's their advocacy, safety, and ferries. So they opened up the contest, and it's been going on for several years to the global community. I think last year nanalo parang University of Strathclyde, so that's UK. The year before that, somebody from the States. So I invited local schools like University of Cebu participated. Anyway, my point is they're pitching for a design for the Pasig River Ferries. Let's see if somebody will design and use it. Yeah.
How about for international, like Southeast Asian countries? Do you
Yeah.
plan on?
Yes. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. So if you look at our map, Indonesia and Malaysia. In fact, we were supposed to do Kodat Malaysia last December, but our government's not ready with the CIQ. CIQ would be Customs, Immigration, and Quarantine Policies. So, you know, they have to set up yung immigration doon. Ano ba? Pagtatawid ka ba, may passport ba yan? Diba? Yung paano yung kotse? Kung magdadala ako ng kotse, ang Malaysia, right-hand drive. Pilipinas, left-hand drive. So that's the customs, so immigration, and then quarantine. So they didn't finish that. But the Sabah government, they paid for the ramp already of FastCat, to welcome FastCat there. But then our government. So we were preparing for that last year, and then it didn't happen na. And then we had insurance issues. So we were ready to deploy because we wanted to support ASEAN integration. The open doors policy. Kasi if you get there, Malaysia, 2 hours na lang, Kota Kinabalu. And then from Kota Kinabalu, you can take ferries na to take you to Brunei, Vietnam, Thailand. So that's the ASEAN integration. But our government's not ready. Yeah.
Is fast ferry the demand for it? Does it cater to the demand, or like sometimes you have to say no, we can't sell any more tickets?
It's seasonal. It's highly seasonal. So like now would be our lean season. It's called Jason. Jason.
July, August, September,
Yes.
October, November.
Yeah, so Jason months would be our lean seasons. We are in lean now, so we probably take 30% load factor. At peak season, we're doing good. Pero on the average, we still do 50% load factor. So we can take in more.
Okay.
Yeah, then there's a lot of room for growth. With more capacity. Yeah.
Alright, that's all.